friends, it's Amy from One Artsy Mama, and I am kind of a painty mess right now, but thanks for joining in. We are going to be talking today a little bit about boosting your curb appeal and painting your front door. I am using Modern Masters paint. I met with the folks from Modern Masters when I went to Haven last month, and they hooked me up with some awesome paint for my front door. So I wanted to talk to you about how I chose my color and how I'm going about actually painting the front door. There's a sneak peek of the color right there. Hi guys, thanks for joining in. But basically what happened was we lived in another house about 2 minutes from where we are right now, and when we moved in, we ended up with like a brick red rust colored kind of door, which I hated the entire time we were there. And last spring, I finally, after like 13 years of being there, I was like, that's it, that's enough. I'm going to Lowe's and I'm getting me some paint. So I painted my door like a gorgeous, like a almost like a robin's egg blue. Loved it. And then we sold our house. We decided to move, and we moved into this new house in March of last year, or of this year rather. So we've only been here for like 6 months. We moved March 31st. And of course, when we moved, look what I got. I got a nice rust-colored door again. So I ended up with exactly what I had tried to get rid of, which was not awesome. So ever since we moved in, I was like, I've got to do something about this. So when it came to choosing a color, I had to keep in mind that the shutters on the house, I'm going to take you for a little walk here, the shutters are that same rusty color, and I'm not super excited about trying to paint all the shutters. So I wanted something that would go with the house and would complement those without being those. So the siding on our house, if you can see it, is this nice light blue. And I'm sure the light is not great there, but you can see the nice light blue. So I decided that a darker blue, not so much navy, but just a nice dark deep blue, would look really nice and would complement and still go with the rust shutters that we had. So what I did was, once I met the folks from Modern Masters, they were telling me about a free app they have. It's called Door Paint. And what you can do is you can go on the Door Paint app and you can take a photo of the front of your house, and then you select the area that is your door, and then you can change it. You can go through the Modern Masters front door paint color palette, and you can sub in the different colors and just see what any color would look like. Hey Roxana, you can sub in and see what any color would look like on your front door. So it's a super cool app. It's free. It didn't take up a ton of space, but once I was done using it and picked my color, I just deleted it because I didn't need it anymore. So it won't even take up space on your phone in the long term. So yeah, but Modern Masters Door Paint app, and you can just select your door and check out all the different colors and see what you like. So basically what I've been doing is, we literally just got back from Virginia. We were on a work trip with my husband. Little Crafter and I tagged along, and we walked in the door and I saw that my can you see that there? My Modern Masters paint had come. So I got uber excited, and as I tend to do, Little Crafter and I ran upstairs, threw on some old clothes. You can see we got painted, and we primed, and I'm going to flip you around here. So first we primed the door. I just had some Kills primer, and then this is the pretty blue. The lighting is not great there. That looks really yellow, but yeah, so we have this really nice blue. So I applied the primer, and then I let it dry for an hour, and now I have this nice big wide brush, and I'm just going over the primed areas. And I start from the bottom and I work my way up. I'm not really sure why, except maybe that I'm short. And so I tend to do the part that I can reach easier first. But this door, actually, I can reach the top of. So what I like to do is, if your door has, I think most front doors have these little window-ish areas, the little divots. So I like to go and do that part first and just make sure that I get it covered in all the little creases. And then I'll do this part, and then I'll do the parts in between. But yeah, so that's sort of the progress so far. I'm maybe a third of the way finished. You can see, if you look up close, that one coat is not going to do it. You can still see some of the primer and some of the brush lines and things. I did get a sprayer from HomeRite, and my master plan was that I was going to use said sprayer from HomeRite and put the Modern Masters paint in there and just spray my door. But the reality of that is that that would require my husband to have to take the door down and do a lot more prep work, and I've never used the sprayer and I wasn't sure how to do it, and so I would have to have a little learning curve there and might not have gotten to just tackle it tonight. So I was like, you know what, I know how to use a brush. So I pulled out my brush, and I literally 15 minutes after we walked in the door, I had started priming. And my husband, who tends to be let's see, what's the word for that? More prepared, perhaps, than I am. He is definitely a planner, and let's have a huge giant drop cloth and not get a single drip on the floor, which I respect that, but I tend to be the impatient crafter. I'm the one that rushes in and I'm like, paint all the things. So sometimes that can be interesting when you put us together, but he has been very supportive and is excited about a new door color. And he is right now at the grocery store buying me some iced coffee and ice cream, the two necessities of life, so he doesn't have to see if I get any on the floor, and then I'll wipe it up and he'll never know the difference, right? So yeah, I do have a drop cloth down, just for the record, and I moved my rug, so I'm trying to be a good girl. But yeah, you can see that's what I did, didn't wait for my brother and his paint sprayer. I totally get that, because you know what? Waiting stinks, and painting doors is better. So kudos to you for that. So yeah, this is my evening tonight. It was not in my plans at all to paint my door today, but hey, the paint came, and so why not, right? I've been wanting a different door color ever since we moved March 31st, so I am not waiting anymore. For the record, we do have a homeowners association, and I assume that they care what color your front door is. This matches my house so nicely, though, that I can't imagine anyone having a problem with it. And the reality is, with our screen door, you kind of can't even really tell from the road very well what color the front door is, which is sort of a bummer, but sort of a good thing when you're trying to trick the HOA. So we are kind of operating on a don't ask, don't tell policy, and ask for forgiveness later. But my official stance on that subject is that you should always run things by your HOA first and make sure that you have appropriate permission to paint your door if you live in an area where there's an HOA. So that is the official One Artsy Mama stance on that. So yeah, I am doing the blue part solo because my little helper is in the other room playing on his iPad. But little crafter, if you want to be on here, you need to run in and say hi. You hear the feet? Here he comes.
Hi!
Wow. Little crafter got a haircut today.
MVP.
He got the MVP treatment at Sport Clips.
You're working
Ooh, that
very
sounds yummy,
hard
Roxana.
on the door.
I am working very hard on the door.
It looks dark blue, which I love.
I know, right? It's so much better than that red. So yeah, we went to Sport Clips today. Well, we went, while we were on vacation in Virginia, I was like, I am going to look up and see if there's a Sport Clips, because he desperately needed a back-to-school haircut. He goes back September the 9th, and so he needed that haircut bad. And so we went, we spent the morning in Starbucks while Daddy was working, and then we went to Sport Clips, and they gave him free MVP upgrade because he's adorable. So he got to have a massage, and he got to have a scalp massage and a shampoo, and he really thought he was something. So, oh, this is a good thing to show you. Here we go. I'm going to put the big old brush down, and I have just a little brush, and I'm going to take the little guy and go around the lock and the door handle, because for some reason hubby doesn't think it's awesome to have blue. I can't imagine why.
Hi again.
Hi again. Tell them what game you're playing.
It's called Sonic Runners.
Sonic what? Runners?
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
Can I watch you paint the door?
Oh, of course. Yes. So little crafter and I, we were actually having a discussion. We took a break while the primer was drying to have some spaghetti. And so we were talking about the difference in Daddy's method of painting and our method of painting. And ours is, why wait? Just hurry up and do. And Daddy's is prepare, 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 which is probably a really good thing, and we could learn a lot from that. But there you have it.
We just like to go at it.
We do. We like to go at it because we're impatient and we like to paint all the things. So I am just taking this little brush and going around the hardware. And then I'll fill in with my bigger brush. But yeah, so that's what we're doing tonight. Little Crafter is gaming. Hubby's buying me the necessities of life. Iced coffee and ice cream. Not anymore?
I'm watching you.
Oh, now you're watching me paint. You're watching me do all the work. Little Crafter decided that he did not want to help with this step because he did not want to put his paint clothes back on. He liked wearing his current clothes, which I'm sure you have a Minecraft shirt on, don't you?
No, Sonic.
No? Oh, you have Sonic now? You changed? Okay. Yeah, but everything is Minecrafty around here. So, that is... Yes. Oh, there, Sonic. And I also like to have a wet paper towel when I'm doing this because, yeah, that happens. So, so there you have it. That is our evening so far, and I will check back in later to show you the finished product. So until next time, peace out, guys.